Let's get ready to...
Triple fight!
What the hell is even that?
That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
Hiya, 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 na 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 na.
He vatored! He vatored!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
Yes, I got through every single one of them, I swear. Don't ask questions.
Achievement unlocked.
Wait, Price, I don't see any sound bubbles going around you. Were you not applauding, Price?
Oh, I was applauding in my heart.
It's mandatory. Oh my. Oh, well, hey, it was really great having you on as a guest. We'll see you next week. Maybe.
Joke's on you. Price doesn't have hands. He's using that neural link.
Right.
Yes.
I have gills.
There you go. Yeah. He's like a Mon Calamari. Yeah.
So we wanted to celebrate 100 streams today by having friend of the show, Price of Reason, on for the first time. Congratulations on us having 100 streams, Price. How you doing?
I'm really excited. First of all, it's an honor that when you have 100 streams, you let me be on here. That's really cool. I appreciate it.
Totally planned and well thought out. He meant to do that.
Yeah,
your friend
years of planning.
Yeah.
I want to state for the record, after not sending the link to Steph last week that I was apparently supposed to do, she ghosted me. I did send her the link. So she cannot say I didn't send the link. I did. All right.
Engage.
Yes. I thought, oh my God, so many people in chat. I can't even get through them anymore. Everyone just hanging out. I love it. One big gay family. And now Price of Reason has joined the big gay family. And in case I forgot to mention it, I had to throw it up there. 100th stream. I don't know how the hell we did it. This is my job now. I turned it in my job in under 100 streams. I did very little. Chat, you did basically all of it. And I guess I'll give Badger some credit as well. What the fudge, guys? And I really appreciate it. I literally keep getting all emotional and gay these last couple days when I'm like, do I play this amazing video game? Do I play this amazing manga? Or do I play this or watch this amazing movie from the 90s? And then
Shocker. Is that your
I'm
move?
like, this is my job. I went from being in chat to now working for chat, and I love it. Thank you guys so much. All right, gayness over. We have to talk about the Penguin, which we were getting a little worried about because our friends over at IGN said it was a 5 out of 10. But Badger, you want to give us a little gooch tickle for what you thought?
I watched it twice and then watched the Batman last night. So that should give you an idea of what I feel about it. Suddenly that Penguin action figure that I got is looking a little more hefty in my price scaling. Yeah, I liked it.
Did you get the exchangeable like foot so you could have the weird
I did.
So we discussed what made him penguin-y if he didn't have the penguin, but he definitely does have the penguin walk.
Oh, and what's the first dude? They already call him Penguin in the movie, so like I hope they address exactly what that is. But yeah, it was good.
I just give me like an umbrella shotgun or something at some point, please. Just something to make him a little more the Penguin.
And I know we're all watching Agatha and Rings of Power and all this other things that give you a wasting disease, but I don't just mean this is good in comparison to that. I mean, it's good, and everything else, if it was good, this would still be good. At least so far.
Yeah, Price, also pretty positive. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I thought that it was absolutely better than Agatha all along, and Rings of Power, of course. And I tend to agree with you. It stands on its own as something interesting. The only kind of reservations I have is there have been so many times where a show starts in an interesting way, and then you see this first episode and you're like, this is pretty cool. And then within 2 to 3 episodes, it becomes something else. I was giving this example yesterday. Maybe it's not exactly the same kind of example. Do you remember the show Gotham?
Yeah.
it started off interesting. Jim Gordon, a young Jim Gordon, whatever it is. And then suddenly at some point, and I was kind of invested and I watched it. And then at some point, I think that the Penguin and the Riddler were developing feelings for each other. And then I suddenly said to myself, what is this show? So I guess what I'm saying is that sometimes something can start off good, but you don't know with the show where exactly it's going to go.
Yeah, not the best comparison. I guess I would have gone with a House of the Dragon if I was trying to steel man you. But in this case, we would all be wrong because this is an intermediate story in between the second Batman, which we found out just got finished and is going to start filming. So the story is set and it leads into the next movie, i.e., by the end of this thing, that new drug he's working on, and he should be the Penguin. That's like a sizable, his own gang. It's just like an origin story. I don't know.
I hope it'll be good. I hope it'll be good. I mean, I've always, the Batman movie, the one with Pattinson, I didn't dislike it when I saw it, but the more I thought about it afterwards, I kind of was not as excited. I think I was really thirsty for a good superhero movie or something. Not thirsty in the sense, you know what I'm trying to say. I was craving.
Not just superhero.
What you want from a Batman movie in that one.
Dark superhero, and the last dark superheroes we got was a bunch of Snyder like dark superheroes.
Right,
so we got, like actual like what we want dark superhero.
Right, and I was so wanting to like it that I think that it clouded some of my judgment. I think that I liked it more than I probably should have because it was just all right. And this series, I thought that the first episode was well done. It was interesting, but I'm still cautious before I really go all in and say that I like it.
Well, just so we all know our biases, I like the Batman. I've liked it every time I watch it from the beginning. I want a Batman that focuses on Batman. He gets the most screen time of any. You have to add up all the other movies of all the other actors, and he still has more screen time, like as Batman. So I steel man the shit out of that movie. But yeah, respect. I hope it doesn't disappoint you.
And this is still, though, very much not the Batman, despite being in the universe. Kind of got like the dirtier, grimier look to it, but other than that, it doesn't.
Well, some are direct scenes, like because I just noticed it in the very beginning. There's a couple scenes straight from the movie.
From the movie, yeah, that I saw the part with the flood. That's the aftermath of the movie, and they actually took shots from the movie, I think.
Yeah, when the Drophead is like robs the liquor store and runs out, and he looks out like that whole set. So they must have just reused sets they already had. The Iceberg Lounge, etc.
But in terms of writing and things like that, it's decently written. It wasn't that you were watching something that felt like a CW show, this Penguin show. It felt like it was done by competent people. Like I said, I'm just hoping that this is something that builds up and sticks the landing. And I'll take it one episode at a time.
Have you seen Tulsa King, Bryce?
Yes, I not the new episodes. I saw the first season.
First season, bro. This is Tulsa King. This is Tulsa King. It's like almost the exact dynamic between him and his like higher.
And did you also catch the Jason Toddness of it all?
I did, yeah.
He's stealing the tires off of the Penguin mobile, and then he's like he wants to like beat him to death with the.
By the way, I like
the crowbar.
Vic Aguilar, the protege to Penguin, the stutter. They had a lot working on it.
We followed Rings of Power with this, and the chat, like there was barely any chats because people were actually watching it rather than trying to hide from Rings of Power by complaining in chat. People actually watched it instead.
I had the same experience. I saw that was fine, and then I tried to watch the latest episode of Rings of Power, and I really did start watching it, and at some point I fell asleep.
You did the reverse. You did Penguin first.
Man.
Yes.
No. Yeah, I saved dessert for a second.
Price, do what I do. I play like dailies in video games, but I'll have it on as a tablet, so I can't fall asleep. But I'm looking at the screen, so I can hear it. I have to look down. Yeah. But otherwise, I might drift off if I watch it.
Like make ABF memes and stuff like that. Just anything to where I could just have it in like my peripheral.
But the Penguin, I was focused. I loved the mom.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't boring.
You gotta clip out that. Are you a pussy boy? You're not a pussy boy, are you?
The first thing I brought up when we started talking about it backstage was there was actual subtext to the dialogue. Like it was House of the Dragon style, where there's a lot of subtlety there.
So much back and forth, and like, oh, he shouldn't have said that because now if he had waited 5 seconds to say that, but he said it without prompting, and he gave himself away. It was good.
It goes Death Note-y too, where you get like the mind games between them and stuff like that. And I really liked Sophia. She's good. I'm happy, and she plays the crazy, but she also plays the hard ass
crazy. Yeah, no, I love the way she did that. And the piano wire, that's a new one for me. Torture by piano wire by under the armpit, bro. Oh, it's giving me like you get the chills and shit. Like, yeah, that's a bad way to go.
So we gotta catch up on super chats real quick, and then we'll get right back into it. But first, so I'm giving it currently 7 out of 10, but leaning towards 7.5 out of 10, and I want it to end in the 8s. Badger, what are you giving it for first?
That's a solid 8 out of 10 for me.
Price, what are you thinking?
It's the first episode. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10 because it was a good opening episode, but I really want to see where the show goes from here. And I'll say one more comment that they really wanted him to be a Tony Soprano type. And at times I'm like, they're really going all in on the Tony Soprano, maybe too much. Maybe I'll get used to it. But I also couldn't help but thinking, why did they need Colin Farrell to act like Tony Soprano and look weird? It's just a bit strange, even the casting. Not that he's not good in it, but he is a good actor. But I don't know. It's kind of puzzling still, but
they basically answered it because it's not just about his looks. It's supposed to be then Colin does have just something in all his work you can notice. He's got an emotional vulnerability that he brings to all characters. You are supposed to like Oz, but also not like him because he's the Penguin. He's the villain. But I don't know. I think he brings a lot, especially with the scenes with the mom. There's a vulnerability, but then there's strength, and he does both very well. Like he goes just on the edge of being that pussy boy that his mom yells at him about, and you can feel it. Like, oh, he's kind of, and then boom, he goes into the Penguin.
Well, he's got the Penguin trope of he doesn't like being made fun of, and then also the black kid has like a stutter at first. I didn't even pick up, but someone was saying
Aguilar.
He took a liking to him because also disabled.
Yeah, I liked it.
It could be.
I liked that. That's why because he noticed the stutter. Yeah.
So they took actual character stuff from like previous works, and it worked well. They did a Jason Todd situation with the kid. So for like people who know their stuff, you get a little extra but for all the normies, it also still works out well. I will say I don't care a whole lot about the kid. I do already. Like, you got to make people care about the characters first episode, preferably first like 5 minutes. Penguin I care about, and Sophia I care about. Bam. Just those two alone. And the
mom too. I care about almost every character they've shown.
But those two alone caring about will probably get me through a whole season. And someone was saying should watch with caution. I would say you don't even need to. Yeah, what was it? Anthony? Someone. I'd go in expecting to enjoy it. If you like mob stuff, I would say. I'm not even a big mob kind of guy. You know, obviously I enjoyed some Goodfellas, Casino, all that stuff. And I liked it, but I feel like it might be getting some extra gooch tickles. When I'm trying to pinpoint exactly
gooch
why.
Tickles.
Yes, I feel like people are maybe enjoying it a little more than I think it should be enjoyed. But I'm glad people are really enjoying it. Oh my god, if we had 3 TV shows to watch that all sucked, oh my god, that would. But instead,
Tomac.
There's also
something we enjoy.
There's a murder. I don't want to say anything because if people didn't watch it, I don't want to fully spoil. But there's a character that sort of dies sometime in this episode. And I was a bit surprised because I recognized the actor and I thought to myself, oh, this actor is probably going to play like more of a role here. So then when that happened, I'm like, wow, this show is just doing what I actually appreciated. But I don't want to say any more in case somebody.
No. We'll give you a hint. We actually have a clip of that scene.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang! Bang!
And that was the first chat I put in the watch party, and I think my chat was "fuck yeah" when that happened.
Okay, because I was just gonna say when he kills a certain someone, I went "fuck yeah" out loud.
Yeah.
So that should show you
and
the
then
level of investment. Yes. Okay.
And that was
is what you should inspire people to say when your character does something.
At least it showed that the show means business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that there's unlike lightsabers, people actually die in this.
Yes.
Right.
And like you got to make people like it immediately. When that happened, that's when I went, all right, I like the Penguin. I'm rooting, even though he's clearly a bad guy. I'm rooting for him.
Bruce Wayne is Batman. There, I spoiled it. Sorry. Ruined for you.
Damn it, man. That's going to be some like season 8. Yeah, what do you think, Bryce?
Somebody asked me this, that isn't it weird though that nobody mentions Batman at all or talks about him? I mean, wouldn't somebody mention his existence here?
Yes and no. Like, I get it why they didn't. I sort of like that it goes that they're not constantly, because if they mentioned him constantly, we'd be criticizing him for fucking not standing on their own and remember burying. They mention him in the beginning, right? Like the news and all of that, but
get some goon. You just need some random goons to be like scared about going out to do what they're supposed to because they heard this bat guy. When
out and about, it would have been fine if like Vic had been looking around and be, what do you keep looking around for, kid? And he's like, I'm looking for him, you know?
Yeah.
Don't worry about him. He don't care about this type of moida. Yeah, I love the way he says moida.
They do the subtle. They do that like that subtext. So that'd be the perfect thing to slip that one in. Because I mean that's important. Batman's whole thing is making criminals afraid to be criminals.
That's why Penguin likes watching the sunrise, because he knows he's safe for the day. Batman don't go out. Yeah.
All right, we are going to keep. Isn't it nice having something good so we can talk about? All right, first.
Yeah, let's ruin it now. No, Extreme Legends first.
Dr. Beast, my lawyer has advised me to skip this, but for you, shout out to Diddy for taking the heat away. Kamala Maza, someone breaks into my house or getting the kangaroo hoops to their face. You cunts! Weird rolling laughter. Could you do?
Oh, there you go. Disney attacked you for a second.
Could you do some Kamala laughter for us, Badger, please? Thank you. From friend of the show, Lethal Howard, someone tell Nintendo lawsuits are gay. If you want people to not copy your game, just run it on an engine so old no one wants to. We would never ever advise to emulate, but I hear good things about it. How many more we got? Mosney Sweeney, this made me feel things down below I do not want to feel. I don't remember what it was. What was it? A banana? Oh, no, and it was a banana emoji. I can't believe they have that. I feel like that only would get abused. And then what else we got here? We got Tomahawk for 50.
Oh, my God. Tomahawk.
I don't care about oxygen. I need boobies, nothing more.
And we don't have Gooch here, so Tomac is standing in for the Canadian. Well, sorry. I couldn't suffer with you guys yesterday. You son of... I passed out after work, and I don't think I even opened up Discord. Anyway, here are some more games, and these ones I don't need to private my account for. Secret of Mana, Trials of Mana, and Legend of Mana. Fuck yes, because I've been loving Chrono Trigger. Tomac, what? Culture in me every single day, and then drops another 10. Talking about should not have said that. How about you bring up the Mo clip?
That's wrong.
I just want to suck a dick to see what it tastes like.
I'm starting to think Mo doesn't like that clip as much as we all assumed. He really enjoyed that clip.
You can't keep getting away with it.
I think this might be the last week. You want to see the clip? I think we might have to retire it next week. All right. So, if you want to see it after that, money, please. Thank you.
Please.
And then, holy Jack and Crack Witch Week. Hail Price of Reason. Hail, boys. I didn't know where Jack and Crack was going, but I'm glad it's just Jack and Crack Witch Week.
Joey loves Price of Reason, as should we all.
I must say, I am currently a fan. Currently, I am saying 8, leaning towards an 8.5 for Price of Reason out of 10. What would you give Price of Reason out of 10?
Well,
3.
wait, you
He'd
can't
give me a
ask him to
3
rate himself.
He didn't like the third act.
Yeah, we got to wait and see where the second season goes.
Yeah, we're only 18 and a half minutes in so far.
It better be a strong finisher, because don't Damon Lindelof.
I swear, if he introduces time travel, I am out. All right, so Paul Tassi.
You love to see it.
Tassi even thinks that the Penguin is as good as reviews say. I mean, when we even got Paul on our side, I mean, like I said, some people after the watch party said 9 out of 10. I'm like, you're crazy. And then someone said 9.5 out of 10. I'm like, this ain't no Forrest Gump. It's good. It ain't no Forrest Gump. I'm sorry.
Paul Tassi blocked me yesterday.
Good for you.
No, that's true. He really did.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. That's what I meant. What you say for that to happen?
Well, basically, I don't know if you saw the weird drama yesterday, but he received a text message. Apparently, he showed a screenshot where somebody called him the F word in the
farmer.
Let's go with that one. Yes.
Oh,
I almost used the F word.
The other one. I beat you. I saw you looking. For it. I beat you. Yeah, the bundle of sticks, the meatballs, and
I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked.
So yeah,
Sorry,
so
continue.
somebody called him the F word in a text that apparently it was like an anonymous person sent him a text with the F word. So we went and he said, that's a nice community you've cultivated, Star Wars Theory, because I guess in the text the guy said that he liked Star Wars Theory and then called the guy an F word. So I just responded to that tweet of his, and I just wrote, "Are you trying to say that Star Wars Theory is responsible for all 3 million people that follow him? He's like vouching for all of them." I don't know what I wrote, just like some silly comment, and he immediately blocked me. And then I just wrote this whole post about it because it's like, screw you. I mean, I can say that. Imagine how fragile you are that a guy just asks you a question and you immediately block him.
No, that's the joke, is they call us hateful, evil bigots, but they don't actually want to engage or conversate with anyone because they're not really defensible. Any of their beliefs or thoughts, it sort of breaks down under scrutiny.
To be fair, Paul probably does get a lot of disgruntled messages because Paul be doing Paul Tassi things.
Well, then he should stop being an F word.
What were you gonna say? How much bagel does Penguin have?
Yeah, honestly, bro, they did when he takes his brace and shoe and sock off for the first time, and it's like, oh man, he's got to ignore that pain the entire time. I don't know, a lot of layers.
I was happy with the waddle. Price, were you wanting to say something?
Oh no, that's it. I don't want to dwell too much on that Tassi guy, but I think he pretends to be so inclusive, yet anybody that talks to him that he doesn't agree with gets blocked. And you're supposed to be this fancy like reporter for a fancy publication, and at the end, anybody that says 2 words to you, like you immediately block him and run away. Really, it's not a good look, I think.
Forbes is like 3 seconds away from being CNN. They don't exactly have the luster they used to.
No, they don't.
I get it. Having to deal with that, it's probably pretty annoying, but you're a journalist. Right. You're one of those classes where it's like you should expect this as part of your job.
Not only that, he's done articles where he's trying to take livelihoods away from people that do something for a living, and then later some of those people have millions of followers, and he's surprised that one of them sent him a text message that he's an F word. I mean, I don't condone bad behavior like this. I don't think anybody should ever send those kind of text messages.
Yeah,
but just gives them ammo.
But I'm just saying that millions of people, you just upset with your articles, and you think that if one person sent you a text, that it's somehow, that's the way the world works. I guess that's how the internet works.
I just want to say in defense of both that, like Razor Fist, I love him in all hail, but this motherfucker wears fingerless gloves and aviators. You can call him a hipster. It's all right.
Metal sucks. I said it. All right. So, Paul Tassi enjoyed it. Let's talk a little bit more while we still have things to enjoy. Discussing film. Got to do the official watch party, so they're shilling hard for the Penguin. But
Short King.
So obviously his performance has been great. I liked his car with the purple with the gold accents.
Purple.
We were a little concerned about her. The Sophia character is a large woman in the comic, and she's all dainty, and we were wondering if she was going to be able to pull it off. I thought she did great. I
love her crazy hurt me mommy vibes, and I can save her. She'll stab me afterwards, but I can save her. Rossi, did someone say Theory? I will shill so hard. Yeah, Price was defending actually Theory, and it made Paul Tassi block him. So don't worry. Calm your little army down. We might start talking shit about Dave or Darth Filonius, though. So give us time.
I just want to say one comment. It's not even like I'm the biggest Star Wars Theory shill in the world, or that I religiously watch everything that he does. It's just Rossi. That I just think that there's something wrong with taking a guy and trying to attack him like that.
There is,
And even though you're saying that Forbes doesn't have the power that he used to, it's still a name and it's still a mainstream type of publication. A guy writing articles saying that these YouTubers are toxic and YouTube should be doing something about it in Forbes, it still matters, I think.
Yeah. I didn't mean to imply that it didn't matter. Because they keep doing things like that, it's leading to them having less and less.
And I also agree they have less power, and I hope over time they have even less, but I'm just saying that they still, especially with the normie crowd and putting pressure on companies, maybe they do have some kind of clout.
Yeah, no, they do. And unfortunately, graph web mainstream garbage is what a lot of people still take in and think it's fair and balanced.
Exactly. But I don't want to sidetrack. Go back to the penguin and.
Have you seen the show? Sidetracking is all we do in this son of a bitch. Yeah.
Well, really, the problem is the double standard, the hypocrisy of the cry bullies, where they're attacking you while they're crying about how they're under attack.
Yeah, a lot of the spoke, the stick in their own front spoke.
Relationship, interested in where it's going. I like the part where he's cool with like jacking some tires, but once you start seeing some bodies, he couldn't cut the head off like he was supposed to and stuff like that.
A lot of little things.
Interested.
I like the relationship. Like I said, I care about the kid. It was the stuff. It was a lot of little different things, and yeah, you can read all these different layers into it.
Now the cinematography and such itself as well, especially like this part when they had like the apartment and whatnot, they had some really nice framing. There were some things that made me feel good on the insides. So well done on that. Because that was one of the good things about the Batman was at least they attempted to do some interesting camera stuff. I thought they went a little too dark, things went a little too long, but it was nice to look at. There was good camera work and what have you.
This is a Babylon Bee article. Dave Filoni's dog asked to be adopted by a newly arrived Haitian in Ohio. Thinks he'll have better life there.
Like I said, she played the mob boss well, and she played the crazy well. And she's definitely going to play the crazy mob boss quite well. And she seems to be the only one who realizes the penguin is a little more ambitious and crazier than everyone else expects. Because similar to like they talk about in House of the Dragon with the crippled guy and whatnot, how you got to use that to your advantage because people underestimate you. So you get some of that in this first episode too. Yes. I like being able to talk about nice things. Oh, wait, what do we got? Theory Sabers code? Yes. Rocky.
Short King Rossi for 5. Tell Paul to shut the fuck up and buy a saber. Be a neighbor at Theory Sabers. Code back to school 15 for 15% off.
Yes. Rossi, I will again be in the Kathleen Kennedy emote to you soon, and we need a clip for you. I have a ton of Star Wars clips. I'm just going to grab the one that seems most relevant, unless you have a suggestion for your clip, because, man, you are outrageously generous. You
Bobby, how was that? Because I watched like the first half of the first season, and it started being boring with not much action and not much. The story was like, and I never really finished it.
What the hell is he?
John Lithgow and Jeff Bridges on Hulu. He plays a former like CIA operative.
I watched that first season. Is there a second season that started already?
Season. Yeah.
Did it already start?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to go back and see the second one. But the first season, I'll tell you what, I agree with you, was slow. And the only reason I hung on is because I like Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow. Yeah. They carried that show with terrific performances. But yes, it was a bit slow.
All right. Says he loves it. Good. Well, maybe I'll give it another try.
Slowness is definitely one of those things that's subjective, because some people like it, some people are me and complain the Batman was too slow.
The Batman is slow, Andor is slow. There's little things that pacing could be considered slow. Some like it more than others for different reasons. I don't know.
Like I appreciate some 2001: A Space Odyssey, but I prefer to watch it at 1.25 speed myself.
I can respect that. It is a very slow movie.
Such a good transition. Something else that needs to be watched at 1.25 speed. Rings of Power, season 2, episode 6. Price of Reason. His body, like, basically went into shock, or you're like, if you're about to like get in your body will just shut down, so you don't feel the pain. His body shut down, so he didn't have to finish this. So. Honestly, probably the smartest one here. Mo, yes, please distract us, Mo. Please take. I apologize for any clips being played. I'm so sorry.
What are you talking about? No clips were played. No one paid us to play it earlier. Mo Zamboni for 10. Hail. Congratulations on 100 streams. Been moving this week and working quite a bit, so I have barely had any time to do anything fun. I am now a filthy gray because of my insolence. My apologies, Erwin.
ABF, you hear that?
Anyway, I started blasting. Bam! Bam!
No.
Can you believe it, Mo? We about to have a problem?
Rossi for 2. I want the short King Wolverine. Yes! Yes! That is a fucking 100% going to happen. Yeah. Hi there, little guy. Be Rossi. We have like a 15% Theory Saber code on you or something.
All right, I will try. It might get like streams taken down, but I will try.
You go.
No,
Yeah, punishments will continue.
All right.
Price, do you ever watch anything at increased speed? I've never done that, but I hear people talking about it.
What, Rings of Power?
Anything. Any video that you had to watch.
Okay, on YouTube, a lot of times if there's a live stream, I increase the speed of it. If it's after the fact, if I watch it live, it's live. But after the fact, there's a chance I'll speed it up. Also, some videos. I'll give you an example. Let's say it's a how to do something at home, do it yourself, and you put it on, and you could tell that the guy is really trying to stretch 10 minutes, but he really just wants to show you how he put a nail in the wall or something. So at that point, times two speed, and that's the only way, because he's going to waste your time for sure.
Well, all those like how-to videos, you just look for like the most watched or whatever, because that's where everyone skipped to. Yes. ABF, bro! We're coming for you, Mo. I'm watching. Get him. Get him,
like
ABF.
now I have to choose my favorite children. There's so many of them. Thank you. Okay, all right, one more. I've been allowed 3. Just
100 streams.
John
100 years. Bro.
Memo. 4 pounds of C4 may be a little excessive.
I love it.
This channel
one in that one
is brought to you by Alec Baldwin's finger. Oh my god. ABF.
I'm not going to that gay bathhouse to get graphed over Mo.
ABF, if you can make it on stream tomorrow, we'd love to have you, because I haven't remembered to invite anyone else. Please save us.
Well, and ABF will be on tonight on Inside the Badger Den.
God, hell yeah.
So let that boy get some sleep. But yes, if he can make it to do both, you are invited to both.
Maybe
but
Sunday.
you definitely have to come
Sunday.
tonight.
Yeah. And then I'm hoping, Mo, if you're still in chat, hoping for GCA takeover next Saturday. I said it. And Tomac will be.
You missed me.
Sorry, Tomac.
Craft Web, you son of a. Yeah, I had to go ahead and wrench Bobby and B-Man? No, we already got Bobby. But B-Man and Gunho. Yeah, chat, you better be on your best behavior. Gunho Mac is now a mod, so watch your backs. Did we get Mo? Okay, good. We got Mo. Thank God. All right. ABF, don't miss. What were we talking about?
Gray is asking who the FNT guest is. I don't know. Does anyone know? No.
Yeah, let's talk about the FNT guest.
Yeah, who's on FNT tonight? I don't know.
Fuck. All right, so
really?
Season 1. Who's is that a law tuber?
Okay, no. Johnny Law was the guy that was just on Open Bar with me that didn't talk for the first 40 minutes, but then talked when they got to Rings of Power. Yeah, hey, congratulations, Johnny.
Better be on there any day now.
No, stop that. That's not what I meant. Just prized to see Johnny Law. That's all. Good for him.
All right. So we are professionals. We took one for the team. Season 1, there were some good things we could say. Season 2, fuck. So far been a little mediocre, and they're better when you don't have to see all the terrible characters in the races, but you can't get away from them. The dwarves were the only ones I liked. We got some dwarf stuff in here. I like some of the dwarf stuff where the King Durin's all losing his mind and being all super greedy and stuff, and then his son trying to like save him. I like that. And then Anatar shows up there and whatnot. I like that stuff. I hate everything else. Oh my god. Celebrimbor is a moron. Celebrimbor's like, I got you figured out, and then Anatar Sauron's like, hey, I got this fancy looking hammer, and then Celebrimbor's like, yeah, let's make 9 rings for all the humans, Anatar, because you gave me a fancy looking hammer. Price of Reason? Do you have any thoughts on fancy looking hammers or anything else?
I remember the episode started. Wasn't there Don Lemonless in the forest doing
briefly?
Something?
Yes. What was he doing? I don't
even. That's the thing, that I couldn't even tell you what he was doing. I know he shot some people with his bow and arrow, like, he did something, right?
That was my guess. I assume he did a kung fu elven move. Which, speaking of the DEI, because we were in Lindell or in Origion, we were in Origion, and holy shit, the diversity elves were out in full force, even worse than the previous. It's when every race is diverse, they all just look the same. Like, what's the point of having that? I almost put a 1000th episode in the thumbnail originally. If they're all a bunch of... Oh, my God.
And then Celebrimbor couldn't remember the girl's name or something. Am I saying anything that makes sense?
Biden brain.
What was there such a scene? I don't know if now it's like I'm in the dream world. Am I dreaming or is it real?
Yeah, he has Alzheimer's, and then the little elf students all like, "We're worried about you," and he backhands her. Or no, wait, that's what I wanted him to do. He didn't backhand her, I don't think.
Like,
but
Durin got backhanded.
We got to talk about my favorite moment. So, all right, hold on. I'm doing a test. Do I remember her name? Queen of Numenor, Muriel. I had it. I'm smart. I'm professional. I know who Muriel is. Yes.
Well, didn't she discover that guy that she's into is a bad guy or something like that? Or am I again?
No, different.
I'll tell you. I literally couldn't tell you.
She's into this is the blind queen that's into the king that will one day,
Oh yes.
Isidor's dad.
Yes, and they're he's getting like put to death because he all treasoned or whatever. And of course, the way they put people to death is with the Kraken. And at the last minute, she's like, "No, the law says that I gotta go instead." So she like sacrifices herself instead, and then she gets down there, and we got the picture of it.
The diverse queen, she jumps off a cliff or something, right?
She jumps into the pool with the Kraken. The Kraken comes up, says, "No, sorry, I don't like dark meat," and then spits her out of the pool.
Lie. Everyone likes dark meat. It's more flavorful.
So she's not dead. She's not dead at the end. I thought that she jumped in.
No.
She does.
Her, and now she's queen again.
But what about the traitor? Right. What wasn't she? She's into a traitor.
Overruled by the sea because the sea is always right. Jeff, what was your rating?
They tried to use the old laws for this, so apparently she like passed the trial. So that was my question. I'm like, are they free now because they passed the trial? So are they just like good?
Yeah. She's the queen now. He's gonna marry her, and he'll be the king. And there you go.
I really hope. I thought that they exposed that he wasn't good, so he wouldn't be the king. So how did he end up bypassing this whole thing?
No, it's not that he's bad. He's good. They just wanted him to disavow his actions, and he didn't because he still believes she's the correct queen, and she's right because the sea is always right, and it confirmed.
All that matters is the dude with the beard looked into the Palantir, and I think we saw some like Sauron eye or volcano or something. So that's all that really matters, Price.
That's fair. That's fair. And I apologize. I'm going to tell you that the past 3 episodes, I start watching it, and I fell asleep in the middle of each one of them. Only the first 3 episodes I properly watched this season. So really, I feel I'm embarrassed on one hand, but on the other hand, who could blame me? I mean, am I really supposed to go back and watch the end of it? I figure.
Yes! And a more offensive spectacle I cannot recall.
I figure if I fell asleep, it wasn't meant to be. I wasn't meant to watch the whole episode.
What if I told you that Lady Erin D, when she watched it with us at the watch party, was watching it for the 3rd time in the day?
Wow.
There you go. Sons of Shadows gave what would be the equivalent of a 9 or 9.5. Jeff, we all like it, although they keep saying maybe we like it too much. I give it an 8 out of 10. I give it an 8 out of 10.
For us at the watch party, we watched Rings of Power and then The Penguin. So there was definitely some pendulum swinging going on there. And it's good.
He's quantifying it. I'm as critical as it gets with Batman and Joker. Bet you have the Batman on your wall. So yeah, real critical. I'm with you.
I want you guys to give this 9.5 out of 10. I will probably not be giving that. I'm just hoping to get it in the 8s, which for me is really an 8.5 is really good.
I bet you. We'll see. I don't know what I'm betting you, but I bet you.
Oh, okay, 40 minutes. Oh, thank God. All right, we are done talking about this crap. Thank God. We're going to talk about what everyone really wants to talk about. Transformers 1 actually had a decent Thursday.
I've seen it.
Oh, I keep hearing good things, and I've got the unlimited pass. I might see it. Price of reason. Should I see this if I have an unlimited pass?
I'll tell you what. It's good and bad in a way. I think that overall, if I had to give the final bottom line one, it's fine. It's okay. It's not a bad movie, and there's things about it that I liked. But I will say that maybe the first 30 minutes, it does a lot of things that I don't like, and some of the things sort of course correct or the movie finds its footing, but some things I think it doesn't course correct and they don't find their footing. But overall, it's still not a terrible movie.
Do you want to watch more? Like if there's a sequel?
Transformers 2.
No, I'm saying, like, do you give a shit about them continuing, or like should they just not?
No, maybe I'll watch another one if they make another one. But I'll just say, I don't think I'm spoiling. I'll just say what I didn't like about it. Watching the trailers and seeing that Optimus Prime and Megatron are kind of dude bros, I was a bit worried that it was going for that kind of dumb, quote unquote, modern day cynical humor, meta, whatever it is. I didn't like that. And
but
when the
Thor,
movie,
Thor is Optimus too, so the dude worrying about dude bro-ness is a very legitimate concern.
So the first 30 minutes, it actually, I saw a lot of dude bro, they're like fist bumping and doing all this stuff, and it really annoyed me. And then also there was Bumblebee kind of being an idiot, and Scarlett Johansson plays Alita. That's a character that until now I can tell you can just remove her from the movie. Every time you see her, especially in the first 30 minutes on screen, either somebody is telling her that she's the best ever, that ever, did anything, or anytime she sees like Optimus Prime, she starts punching him in the face and telling him that she hates him. I don't know why.
Some Halo shit, right? Wow,
Loki.
Was she hot though?
I mean, she's a robot, and the thing is, Scarlett Johansson.
Was she hot though?
Scarlett Johansson has a very kind of pleasant voice.
Yes.
So really all you needed to do is let her kind of speak nicely, and that would have been it. But no, she's like getting upset and yelling at him every second. I hate you, and she like punches him every second. And the first 30 minutes, I'm like, oh no, this is like that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, but with better animation. And then suddenly they sort of go on a journey, and it turns out that there is some character development. And I think that the whole idea of Optimus Prime and Megatron, like the rift between them, I think that's done pretty nicely. And it brings it to some kind of pretty well executed third act. So at the end, watching this movie, I felt that it did sort of come together and find its footing. But those early minutes early on, I was already about to write it off.
All right, so Act
What
1
about
bad.
The message.
Act 2 good. Or were their pronouns?
Somebody told me they thought they saw something, but I didn't notice it. If there was anything that was more messagey, I feel like it went below or above my radar. I didn't notice it. The message is only the female robot, which I never like anything she does, and I would delete her from the movie. And this isn't a message situation. They just kind of made Bumblebee an idiot, and even towards the end, he's like a stupid dude bro type of guy. And I don't really need that from him. I mean, he could be comic relief, but I don't think I would go full idiot with Bumblebee personally. Yeah. And without all of that being said, the animation is pretty cool. And at the end, the way they do, especially the third act and the way the story comes together, at least there's character development. There's arcs. There's a story. There's something going on here that's not complete crap. So I didn't hate the movie. I thought it was pretty okay, but it did have issues.
What do you give it out of 10? And should I see it with an unlimited pass?
If you have an unlimited pass, go see it. What do you care? Just go. What? It's one of
my time is
your time
important.
means nothing. No, stop it.
No,
it's wasted it anyway.
It's nice, the animation and whatever. I saw it. I think it was on IMAX screen. I enjoyed watching it. I wouldn't give it if I really liked it, if I thought it was great, and if they corrected those stupid things that I said, it could have been something in the 80s, which is considered for me a good score. This would have to be something in the 70s. I don't know exactly what I would have to think about it, but this would be more 70s and not 80s.
I feel you. Kid factor. Should parents take their kids to see this? You think kids will like it?
I think that kids would like it. I think that they did something that's fine. As far as I could tell, I think that it's probably fine for kids. The only thing I would say is that I don't know why they teach girls or boys that like girls hate men and they need to punch them all the time and tell them they hate them all the time. That I don't love. Maybe it just seemed like that to me, but I don't know. You already brought Scarlett Johansson. You can't. She has a sexy voice. Just let her talk like a female robot. It was really, really simple.
Crazy idea. Women being supportive of men. It's literally the only. It's why Ultimate Spider-Man's been selling.
I think it's fantastic. I think it's a fantastic idea.
I want to say that at some point in the movie, I think that they want to show that character is going through a process too, and she's seemingly a bit more supportive, but I feel like once that moment arrives, it almost feels like I don't even buy it anymore, because there's nothing that they did with her until that moment that really convinced me.
She's pink. It's pink, right? One could say she has pink hair.
She's a pink motorcycle robot or something.
Bless. All right. I might go see it. I don't know. We got really important things to talk about, though. Fucking happened. It fucking happened. Drunk 3PO has his own silver play button.
As big as a spoon. As big as a spoon.
Fucking go. I know, which honestly sounds better because like the other ones were freaking giant. Like, where do you put those? Yeah, I would want a small one too. When I hit 100,000 subscribers any day now, I'm still above 18.8K. I'm really proud of that.
Yeah.
I've known Drunk 3PO since he had 1,000 subscribers.
Really? Excellent.
Yes. I've been in these circles for a long time. I don't know if people know or not, but I actually...
You got, what, 9,000 followers on Twitter? I was like, what the hell? And I saw, like, the created in, like, 2015 or something. I'm like, oh, Price is an OG.
Something like that. I actually didn't start posting until, I think, after The Last Jedi. I just had an account. I didn't like social media. I didn't do anything online at all. And then I saw The Last Jedi, and I was annoyed because I felt that we were being lied to. And then I started looking, and I just started posting, and I made friends with a bunch of people. Some of them today have like millions of followers or stuff like that. I mean,
yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, I was Chat, and now Chat is my boss. 100th episode, baby.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
That's our boss.
I mean, not to brag, but I am a professional documentarian now as well, working on my second.
I know he does, dude.
Does he? That sounds right. Yeah, he called me a different name every time he said my name. We actually, chatters, you guys are called Nerd Runners because he called me Nerd Runners once. I'm like, that's actually a badass name. All right, so shout out to ABF, who I believe is the one who put this on my list because he said, if you like Joe Pesci, you get Joe Pesci at his pesciest, my cousin Vinny.
Absolutely.
What the heck? Pretty darn good. I was... yeah,
Alex Baldwin's finger, yeah.
That sounds accurate, yes. I was quite happy with this. Like, what the heck? Joe Pesci and his woman who got like hotter and hotter throughout the movie. I think the more she talked about cars, there's one moment where they're like in bed and she's just saying car stuff and then they all get kissy. I'm like, I didn't realize how hot she was, but
throughout the movie, bro, Marissa Tomei has gotten hotter throughout the years. She's fucking smoking hot right now.
Yeah, how come you didn't like Marissa Tomei regardless of the movie?
Yeah, have you gotten to the one where George might be able to get a date with her? Seinfeld, right?
Oh, that was so great. That's just a classic episode.
He's going through, yeah.
She likes short and stocky men.
She likes short, stocky, bald men?
Right, yeah.
No, Erwin's on a kick now, Seinfeld. So the lists of because we review things and have to see them now because
you're the media now, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, like, so here's what I love about Joe Pesci is even though he's like 5'1", you know, when he says he's gonna kick this guy's ass and get $200 for it or whatever, you know, by the end, Joe Pesci's getting that money and kicking his ass.
Yeah, the grits part was in there.
Oh yes, which we had the discussion like a week ago about grits. Who the hell eats grits and what do you put on it? Butter, you say? Okay, well, just eat butter then.
Wow, the price is on that menu too, if only.
And that was like a sleeper movie, I think. That My Cousin Vinny. I don't think anybody thought it would be as big as it would be.
It turned into a cult for sure. Cult following.
It's a good movie.
Well, of course you eat grits, Bobby, for reasons.
All right, so I say he's not black because he drinks homemade blueberry wine, but I guess if he eats grits, we'll let him be black for now. Fuck. Mods, keep an eye on him.
How do we explain grits to British people? Fucking tasty wheat like polenta, but not
corn. They say corn in this one.
They know what polenta is, so yeah. This is hominy grits. This is white corn, but yeah.
So when Marissa Tomei goes full, like, I know what I'm talking about, and she gets all sassy, like New Yorker on them.
Bro,
yeah.
Cheesy bacon grits with fucking like, can't say shrimp. Yeah, really good.
That's just one of those situations where it's like, you know, I don't think you like salads. I think you just like ranch dressing a lot. Where it's like, guys, I'm not sure you like grits. I'm pretty sure you like all this stuff you put one of my baked potatoes that's got like 7 ingredients on top of it.
If it doesn't have 5 pounds of butter and sour cream and green onions and all that shit, I don't know what we're doing.
Yes, correct. So, what else is there to say? I was happy.
Fu
I don't
Man
know.
Blue, yes.
I love how he kept getting put in jail with them for contempt, and eventually he just stopped paying it.
I went
I
to
love the part
once.
that he's dressed as the usher,
Oh, thank you.
the bellboy,
usher.
or whatever it is. That suit that he buys in the store when his suit gets muddy.
Yes.
That's the best part. And he walks in, and the judge gets annoyed at him. That's such a funny scene.
Yeah, it's like, I wore this for you, Judge.
You know, at Wingstop, they sell ranch by the pound. Because I bought it. She's like, that's a pound. I was like, I know what I'm about. I used the wrong line.
I live in the Midwest, all right? We only accept ranch in pound forms. All right, so we got a bit to get through. They told me Edge Runners was only getting one season and they would never ever do it ever again. I said, no. They lied, those filthy liars. We're getting a new animated Cyberpunk series and it works at Netflix. Yes.
Good. The first one was good. It'll just be about a different group of people in that universe.
I just wonder if it will still be Studio Trigger who does it. Because they have a very unique animation style.
All that shit that people go, oh, it's anime, and they make excuses for dumb things. That all makes sense in Edge Runners, where everyone is augmented and can do a bunch of, insane stuff.
I will say, I do want my biggest problem with the Penguin was that they did not get the Terminator lore right. That's the real reason I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Badger. Arcane season 2, which I'm super hyped for. I'm not hyped for Badger finally watching season 1 and giving it a 6 out of 10, but it's going to happen.
I'm not. I don't know.
And apparently people are concerned about Strong Woman in this because she beats up a lot of people, but that's kind of her character. And I actually really enjoyed it. And the editing and stuff was really good. And so it had me hyped. But what I really want to talk about, they're releasing it in 3 parts a week apart, which I like. That works for me. I think I like that more than if they dropped it all at once. I like that more than if they dropped it half and half. I like it more than if they dropped 2 or 3 or 4 and then 1 episode a week. I'm happy with this. Badger, what do you think about a release schedule like this?
I think everyone that I talked to about this that liked the first season is worried that this, from Mahler to Gooch to everyone, they're all afraid that, and every new piece of information, I hear them be more like, So yeah, I'll wait. I'll be
Price, you an Arcane fan?
I haven't seen it yet, unfortunately. I know Gooch loves it, and he does all of his animated thing. I watched a different show with him where we did like a weekly stream, but it wasn't that one.
Yeah, I will say it's one that I didn't want to give it a chance because I see pink and blue hair, strong women, and then I gave it a chance, and holy crap, it had been years since I had Netflix. Like I boycotted them basically, and I got a month of Netflix just so I could blast through it.
And no, not only B-Man, we're specifically sort of talking about the Terminator Zero streams where a bunch of shit is excused because it's anime, and it's just like that is. But another anime, it doesn't bother me. Those same things.
I watched the first maybe 2 or 3 episodes of Terminator Zero. I planned to try to finish it, but I didn't love what I was seeing.
Yeah, I'd love to have you on one of those Gooch streams. Did you
love the show? Do you love it? I don't really know.
I dislike it. It's fine as an anime, but as a Terminator, I hate it. I don't like the lore changes and reframing, and there's some people 1v1ing against a T-800 that just shouldn't happen. But
Terminator needs to change their lore to Terminator Zero.
The problem is, Price, all of my disagreements, no one on the stream disagrees with. It's just they go, well, but it's anime, so you have to. And then by the end, they were all agreeing, and like, so it's, yeah.
No, but you know why I agree with you? Because the thing with Terminator is it does exist. I've seen Terminator 1 and 2, which I consider the real Terminator movies. If you're going to do an anime or anything else, it better stick to whatever that thing is if it's sort of in the same universe. And if it's just creating different rules and it's everybody's acting weird and it's the anime way of people, the way they act, it kind of just feels out of place. Maybe that's what bothered me when I watched those early episodes, that it didn't feel like it was a Terminator.
Continuing. Yeah, I think you'll just get upset like I did.
I watched the first 2, and then Badger talked me out of it, and then it turned out he was just being a little too complainy, and I ended up loving it. I'm glad I didn't let Badger stop me from watching it.
By the way,
he told me I wasn't allowed to, and I said, I'm going to do what I want.
Just so you know, he's the guy that thinks that Blazing Saddles isn't funny at all, and that every single person on the earth that says it just has nostalgia glasses. So
100%. It's not funny. I would love to do a watch party of it someday to explain. I want to go point by point why it's not funny. What are you saying, Price?
I mean, the thing is that comedy is something that evolves over time. I can understand why maybe somebody would look at something that was funny decades ago and have comments like that. But I still think that even with all of that, there's things that are in Blazing Saddles that are genuinely funny. Like when the sheriff arrives and the town is there to greet him. I mean, that's a scene. How can you not think that's funny? There's just...
I'd love for that watch party so Irwin can explain it to us why he doesn't
There
think
are
that's funny.
some funny situations, but not ha laugh out loud funny.
Man, that still makes me laugh. The sheriff arriving in the town and them waiting with like the signs in the back.
My overall point is maybe I'm not that unrealistic about Terminator Zero. There's a lot of people that finish it and it didn't get better for them. But maybe I'm wrong. Finish it. Gooch,
I also tend to like things.
It was great.
Also, like some people think the Penguin is a 9 out of 10, and Terminator Zero blew that thing out the water. It's boring in comparison. All right, so
yes, Terminator Zero is fucking boring in comparison to the Penguin. Yes, absolutely agree with that. Cosign.
No, 100% Penguin was slow as fuck and nothing happened compared to Terminator Zero, where I kept wanting to watch next episode.
Yeah.
So, Tomac, hope you're checking this out. Devil May Cry anime, and I was a little concerned. They definitely used some CG with like camera movements and stuff like that. I know some people don't like that. Gooch really doesn't like it. Yeah, because it started off with one of those, and I'm like, oh no, but it looks like pretty more traditional-ish anime. And I was like, all right, this intrigues me. So I wanted to look at who the guy is behind it, Adi Shankar, and he did the Castlevania Netflix series, which I really enjoyed. He also was a producer on Dread as well. And then what makes me the most interested is he also has a bunch of like fan shorts that he did. A Venom fan short, a Punisher. Apparently he was a producer on Voices too. Someone keeps telling me I need to watch a Power Ranger short, a James Bond short. So this dude seemed, and like he like created, Concept by and whatnot. So he seems like a pretty legit nerd. Like you're making like professional like fan shorts and stuff like that. He sounds like the real deal. And I really enjoyed the Castlevania series. So, hey, we make it a Devil May Cry series that's half decent. Any thoughts?
Price?
I don't really know. I don't really have thoughts one way or another. Maybe I'll give it a chance. I don't really know.
I'm ambivalent about it.
My thought is they're going to be turning everything into anime and manga. First look at the animated Magic the Gathering series. Terry Matalas from Star Trek Picard Season 3 will serve as showrunner. Do you got any thoughts on that, Badger?
Yeah, I'm not sure how he's going to do this and be the showrunner for White Vision over at Marvel. Seems like you can't be a showrunner on both things. Now, granted, the animation, maybe that's different because you have long periods of time where you're waiting for the animation. And I don't know how he's doing both, but okay.
I mean, I liked what Terry Matalas did with season 3 of Picard.
Yeah.
It's not the best thing that ever happened, but at least it was something that wasn't an insult, in my opinion. It
suddenly felt like the characters again. Like
right.
Oh.
I mean, I know some people have an issue and that it was sort of there was a little more drama and it was a little built more like a streaming show and all that stuff. But I still think that at its core, it was true to the characters and there were enough good moments with the original cast that if you're into that sort of thing, I think it delivered.
Yeah.
So at least he showed he could do something. I mean, I also like 12 Monkeys, which he did. I thought that was a pretty good show. It's different than the movie, and the movie maybe I like maybe better, but I didn't hate Terry Matalas' 12 Monkeys show.
Yeah. No, he was good. That's why everyone is celebrating him coming to Marvel. And if you believe some of the word, he's there for more than just that White Vision. He's in a bit more of an architect position, which is the other reason I'm like, so how the hell is he doing all this show running? But we'll see.
I hope it's not that he didn't go into the kind of check collecting phase.
Yes, the George R.R. Martin phase. Of
the George R.R. Martin phase.
On everything. Graph Web for 2.
For fuck's sake.
Cancel Disney Plus. Oh, Graph Web. Thank you.
Who the hell's Liv Schreiber?
He's Liv Schreiber. He played in Wolverine Origins as his brother.
All right, excellent. So, thoughts on him being Sam Fisher in a Splinter Cell animated series?
It should be Michael Ironside, but it's fine. Sounds not horrible, as it.
Ubisoft. See,
I've
I
played
can't
all
even
these
look at
games.
this. Sure. Stealth, you know,
It's
I don't like
animated,
playing
not anime.
stealth games. I'm not sure how much I want to watch a stealth movie, but hey, some people might be into that.
Could be a thriller.
And there we go, Stranger Things. I think if they do this last season right, it's going to absolutely explode. My question though, are these kids too old?
Yes, they're already 50. I think that they dragged this on too long. I'm going to suspend disbelief and let it slide, but they really did wait too long.
Yeah, way too long.
Let's see. I know what lockdowns shut them down for a little while. And what else? What was making them take so long? I don't even remember.
I don't know. Writing.
But yeah,
Either
it has
way,
been too long. But I'm hyped. The last season
Millie's
was really
gonna
good.
be like pregnant with kids at any moment. She's already fucking married. Like, bro, get the series out.
I did not see this one coming. Avatar, Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbenders got a season 2, and they cast
I knew it was
off.
gonna happen.
They cast off. That was one episode 1, it ended and I said, I'm sorry, I planned on watching all of this, but I am out of here. Goodbye.
Oh no, I watched all of it, and there was more to it. Was sort of like a Fallout-ish where they got just enough right that they'll get more.
So they also released a teaser for her character, and it's, if you're into like teenage girls' feet, you're gonna love the trailer, because the trailer is literally just showing her feet.
Toph is a ground bender, an earth bender.
I know, but it's like, I was like, that's kind of weird. Did Quentin Tarantino direct this, or? Oh wait, hold on. What was it? Be shame someone sent you a fat super chat make you play Metal Gear. Actually, it's on the list. I'll probably be doing Metal Gear Solid 3, and yes, blame Hayden. And then 4, 5 Europeans. All right, today we'll accept them, but you need to work on turning that into real money, okay? Erwin and Badger. I recommend a series of unfortunate events on Netflix. As a teenager, I actually read those books. I really enjoyed it. Badger, you named me Cal Kestis on yesterday's stream for some reason. Wait, what?
You look like Cameron Monaghan.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking red hair, so I called you Cal Kestis. Sorry, it wasn't a clever one, but
I never watched the series though. I did see the movie with Jim Carrey. Did either of you guys ever watch that series on Netflix?
no, and isn't it NPH who does that role in the
yeah, I believe
TV
so.
show?
I believe so. Did either of you watch any Sandman?
No.
Nope.
That wasn't made for me.
Yeah, no.
I've got a couple of the books. I'd like to read some. Neil Gaiman's in hot water these days, so now I'm like based. I'm gonna catch up.
Wasn't it a J.J. Abrams driven show or something?
Sure.
I just
Isn't
remember the
everything?
Neil Gaiman comments of basically, he said all the things that you don't want to say.
Oh, maybe that was it. It was either that or somebody said that once you say J.J. Abrams, I'm out.
Well, yeah, correct.
yeah.
Or one of his many acolytes. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about it, but yeah, I think he tried to get a J.J. Abrams Constantine. All right, but
maybe I'm confusing a few things together.
we don't have much longer, so we got to talk about something very important and very timely. 1984's Dune, which, the people who said they didn't like Dune Part 1 and Part 2, I was like, all right, sure. But after watching this, now I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? Dune Part 1 and 2 was so good. I did also enjoy
A lot more
this,
palatable.
and they shoved the whole story into 2 hours and 15 minutes. So if I didn't already know what was going on with Dune, I would have been so lost so many times. But also, there are so many good things about it too. Like all the boils full of pus on his face.
Yep. The Baron is disturbing looking dude in that one for sure.
Yes, was not expecting that. I liked him as Paul, but he kind of looks like he's 45 already. I liked him, but he was barely even in it. They fight at the very end, so freaking underutilized. That hair needed to be more utilized.
Right, and you know who that is, right?
Wait, who?
Sting.
Oh, yeah,
Desert
that makes sense.
Roses. Yeah.
So I'm not really on the Zendaya's hot train, but I think she might be a hotter Johnny. I said it.
You know, like Sean Young?
Is that who it was?
Blade Runner, yeah. She's.
I mean, I'm more into Sting personally, but
well, he does know how to edge.
Correct.
It's very
Wait, what the
tantric.
fuck is
Sean
this?
Young was crazy back in those days.
Sean Young is still crazy.
Still crazy, probably, yeah.
The worm. Oh man, so some of the effects were atrocious, but some of them I loved. for their atrociousness. Oh, the final credits, it just has them like at 50% opacity, like pop up on the side. It's so bad. I love
Fade route that. Dude, I still have all my Dune too. I actually got those McFarlane's.
By the way, Sean Young was the original Vicky Vale in the Keaton Batman movie, and then she was on a horse, she broke her hand, and then they said, okay, we'll bring Kim Basinger instead. And I actually like Kim better than Sean for that role.
Yeah, and then she came in full outfit dressed up as Catwoman for the second one, trying to get the role. And then like Kim Basinger already, or not Kim Basinger, what's her face, already had the Catwoman in the second. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer, yeah. Michelle Pfeiffer was amazing as Catwoman. I also wouldn't give it to Sean Young. Plus, Sean Young had a bad reputation, and I think it didn't help her back in those days.
Yeah. Super crazy, by the way, that Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Keaton had already dated before that movie, and they were already broken up.
That's weird. I didn't remember that. Were they dating right before making that movie?
No, it's just they had dated before. Like, so it wasn't like super awkward. They obviously agreed to do the thing together. I just think it's a fun little dynamic that, like, oh look, now you're making a movie where you're dating your ex.
Oh, I want to say that I'm surprised that Michael Keaton landed Michelle Pfeiffer circa 1980 something.
He's funny, I guess. Those guys. Plus, you look back at Michael Keaton back in the day. He's wearing the jeans with the blazer, like one of the first guys to do that.
He was like Mr. Mom, though. I'm not saying I'm sure he's an okay looking guy, but like Michelle Pfeiffer during that time, I feel like
laugh.
He must have been funny. There's no other explanation for it, really.
God damn. Yeah, humor will. Bro, look at you see the guy from Super Troopers, and he's like with Alice Eve or whatever. Like,
was.
Oh, they broke up. Well, I guess humor only keeps him for so long.
So at some point, they run out of jokes, I guess.
Yeah. Oops.
Last bit on Dune. This is my favorite scene. The sister was so weird and creepy and just out of nowhere, like so OP. But she just like goes and like kills a bunch of people. She's an absolute just like boss. And then in the scene when everyone is dead and she's just like smiling at all the death. Yeah, I had to take a picture, send it to Badger, and I said, my face when ABF drops a 50 nuke, because it's just like all the death and destruction. It was adorable. But she was so weird. The ADR for her was atrocious, but yeah. I liked it, but man, it was also a bit of a mess.
Well, that's going to be your Aaron Taylor-Johnson, or not Taylor, Anna Taylor-Joy character.
Oh yeah, she. Honestly, now after seeing this, I'm like, I guess the crazy alien eyes on Anna Taylor-Joy, they kind of work for me. So this where they have these guys fold space, and that's how they transport, and the scene where they shoot the weird like orifices that they have that I totally wouldn't fuck. Well, so they have laser lights shoot out of it and like fill something up, and I don't know. They poop out laser beams, and that's how they space travel.
Yep.
Did I get it? Okay, I followed correctly. That's how it works.
I don't. I thought it was more their ability to see.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, or like to be able to see like the correct path, but apparently they just fold space by shooting light out of their butts. Ninja Assassin? Wait, is that a movie?
The Wachowski siblings before they were
Ninja Assassin.
Different.
Ninja Assassin.
Yeah, it's decent.
Ninja Assassin on the list. It's going on the list. I promise you. All right. Fudge. Anything else? Dune. Liked it. The worms were ridiculous. All right. So, Badger, you got any streams tonight with any ABFs as guests?
Yes, I have ABF as a guest on Inside the Badger Den tonight, along with you and Gooch and Mr. Tech Rat. And we'll be talking about all the things that happened during the week, which is fun and adventurous, and everyone show up. And it'd be fun. 9 p.m. PST.
Midnight Eastern, as us normal people say. Price, you want to plug anything?
I have my main channel, Price of Reason, and then there's my live channel, Price of Reason Live. And if you feel like subscribing, then that would be nice.
Yes, is anyone
who cares about your feelings? You all subscribe to this man or calamari person.
Thank you, and thank you for having me, by the way. This was really nice. I feel like this was something that needed to happen at some point because, like I said, we have so many mutual friends. So I'm happy we got to hang out like this.
No, it's great to have you, dude.
Yeah, there's certain people things just feel more natural with, and yeah, I feel like we got along pretty well.
There we go. go.
We'll have to have you back. But we're going to need to get that sexy calamari face on camera. For all the ladies. We got a lot of ladies in chat. Not as many as Gooch, but
Not
we're
as
working
Gooch,
on
and
it.
it's 30% female rate or whatever it is.
The official FNT has started. Thank you for 100 streams, guys. Oh my God. You've been making me gay the last 2 weeks. I keep wanting to cry because you guys make me so happy. I'm going to try to do my best to earn it. I feel genuinely blessed. Thank you guys.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Oh!
Come on! Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye.
If we're not back by dawn, call the president.
Go watch the Penguin.